Cancer. I'm going to be doing your 2019 yearly reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I'm going to be doing a 12 card spread, 12 cards for 12 months, each month for the whole year of 2019. And just let you guys know, I am dealing with a cold right now, so you might hear me making some sniffles. Working through it in the meantime, but let's get started. Some shuffling. Okay. What is coming up for Cancer in 2019? Right. Let's lay these out. Okay. Alright. And then, whoops. And then I'm also going to be doing a center card for the lesson of the year. And so the last card in the center will represent, you know, the whole summarization and center lesson of 2019 for Cancer. I'm going to be using the Spirit Song Tarot, which is working with the animal spirits. Okay. Alright. Cancer. Pick this one. Okay. And then before we start this reading, I'm going to do an energy clearing. Alright. Well, let's get started. So for the first card, we have Conflict and Defeat in the blue realm. Represents the mental and intellectual realm. And as you can see, there is a gentleman who is struggling. He just came out of like an argument and he's feeling defeated, exhausted, depleted. So you might be coming into this new year feeling very worn out and drained and depleted from whatever has been taking your energy. You might be going through a struggle this new year in January where maybe like you're dealing with financial issues, like you just got done paying all your bills and your rent and now you just don't have much money to spend on yourself. So financially you could just be feeling very drained and you're not happy with that. Or, you know, you could be dealing with people in your home life or at work or anywhere with your friendships or relationships that are just taking so much energy out of you and it's just exhausting you and wearing you out. And it just seems like you kind of just need to get a break from all that. And as hard as it is to like come into a new year struggling, and there's no need to worry, Cancer, because you are very tenacious and you will not give up. And no matter how hard it is or it could be in this time, you will get through it. So to not like be insecure that it won't turn out for the better eventually. Okay, and then in February we have Sacral Chakra. So what I'm getting from this card is after feeling so drained and worn out, you're going to want to come into a time where you're going to want to recharge your body and stimulate yourself, because the sacral chakra is connected to what you want, okay? Those are those keywords. What do you want? And you know, what is it that can spark up your creativity? Because when you have a balanced sacral chakra, you know, you're working through energies of creativity and dancing and movement and sexuality. Maybe you're like connecting with someone sexually and they're driving you and charging you in this way physically. Or maybe you're just gonna learn, like, spark up your creativity in some project or something so you can recharge yourself and spend time in areas in your life that can give you energy instead of taking it. So what I'm getting out of this will be a good time to maybe practice doing some yoga, some meditation, and just doing a lot of dancing or movement or exercising to kind of balance out your sacral chakra. And, you know, maybe if you're one of those people who, you know, enjoys having a pleasureful sexual life, maybe that'll be the time to kind of meet somebody and explore some realms with them in ways of sexuality. Who knows? But it's definitely, after coming out feeling so drained, it's a good time to find a way to stimulate your body in ways that feel good, that give you what you want. So that's what I'm getting out of this card. And then in March, we have Authority. So in the tarot, this would be the Emperor. And the Emperor, you know, he is in his power. He's in control. He knows what he wants, and he gives himself that, and he creates this life. He's in his masculine, so he uses his power and his drive to act and create exactly what he envisions and what he wants. And that's exactly where you're at right now, Cancer, is after like going through situations that have been draining you and maybe financial issues that have been very draining. It's time to find ways to reconnect with your power, stimulate your body so you can be in your health, and then find that authority to stand up for yourself and really be confident and not insecure, and know that you can give yourself what you want and you can be in your power, and you can create a life that you envision and want for yourself. But you have to have that confidence to stand up to the plate and really like take the responsibility to really like give yourself what you need so you can heal, okay? Because if you, I know Cancer, sometimes some of you tend to be in your feminine energy where it's very receptive energies. This is a time to kind of move out of that and more into your masculine energy and acting more in areas that are going to benefit you and put you in power, instead of gravitating towards areas that are going to pull you out of your power. So again, just like being driven to take control of your life and how you're going to treat yourself and how you're going to react and how you're going to create, you know, the foundation of the life that's within and around you. So that's what I'm getting from this card. Next card in April, we have Heart Chakra. Okay. So what I'm getting as well in this card is it's time for you to open up your heart. Maybe you've been feeling blocked in your heart chakra. The heart chakra connects to what you feel and what you love, because the key words for heart chakra is I love. Maybe there's areas of your life where you've been, you know, hateful or disliking what's happening. You know, maybe you're like, oh, I hate my job, or I hate not having enough money, or I just dislike the situation I'm in, or I just dislike how my health is or how I'm feeling. And so maybe you've been feeling a little bit blocked, and now it's time to like open up your heart and the space in there so you can do some healing, you know. And maybe like there's some things within yourself in your life that need some tending and mending so you can forgive yourself or forgive someone or those around you, so you can finally move past this pain and this struggle so you can move forward. And the best way to do that is through compassion and having hope and believing in yourself and being in your self-esteem and just knowing like you can do this and you can love yourself more and love what you do in your environment and those around you. But in order to do that, you have to create space in your heart so you can allow the healing to set in. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this card. And then in May, we have New Beginnings. So in the tarot, this would be the Fool. And as you can see, like this woman is ready to embark on a new journey and set off into new beginnings and new realms. And that's what I'm getting for you. Like maybe you've been stuck in this old pattern, an old way of living that has not been serving you, and that's why it's been taking all your energy. And now it's time to embark in a new area of your life that you've never explored in before, and where it's going to charge you and just give you so much that you're ideally wanting, but you have to set out on that journey in order to receive the life that you're envisioning. So, and that's what this new year is all about the new beginnings and changes. So once you do some of this work internally and physically, then new changes will work their way in. And then in, let's see here, June we have balance. All right, so in the tarot, this would be the Justice card. And after going through some areas that have been a little out of whack in your life, that were not balanced, it's time to come in when you're making changes and balance out those areas. Maybe financially you need to do some balancing on how you're spending and using your money, or maybe you just have to balance how you're treating yourself or how your home life is, whatever it is. Like, in order to find harmony and happiness and comfort and health and to create a healthy life, there has to be a fine balance of how you're treating your life and how you're creating it. And so I think, in the beginning of this summer, it's going to be very vital for you to stay focused in balancing areas in your life that have been needing more work. So that's what I'm getting out of this card. So that's in June. And then in July, we have moving on. So as you can see, this gentleman is like leaving the darkness and moving towards the light. And that's kind of what I'm getting with you right now, Cancer, is you're moving out of a really dark time in your life. Like a dark time that was taking so much of your energy, that was wasting so much of your time, that was just really heavy for you to feel and deal with, that was basically kind of putting you in your shell. But now you're at a point where you're like, I'm over this. I'm ready to get past this point of my life and move forward into more positive and light and just more light-weighted experiences that don't feel so heavy, just more gentle and more loving. Like you're ready for better things, and that's why this guy isn't looking back. He's looking forward. And you're looking forward to making a better life for yourself, and you can do that. But to move forward, you cannot get stuck in the old ways of thinking and treating yourself, because, you guys can be very sensitive souls, and sometimes you can take things so personally that, not all of you, but you can take something so personally that maybe you feel like you can't move past it. But you can, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to move past all this toxic stuff that has been taking up all your energy and making you worn out. And you will reach better things in your life that are more positive. So yes, Cancer, you are going to move forward and get away from what is not serving you. And then in August, we have temptation. So in the tarot, this would be the Devil. And so maybe in August, there might be a situation or situations that come up that try to tempt you into falling back in the same old bad patterns that are not good for you. Because when you're trying to make positive changes and move forward, life has a way of like bringing back situations that you've had a tendency to fall into that are not for your benefit, to challenge you. And so if you fall for this, it's going to just pull you backwards in your journey and not forwards. When maybe you've dealt with situations in the past that have tempted you into things that are not good, like substance abuse, alcohol, or overindulgence, like spending money in areas that were not needed, that were just lustful wants. Whatever it is, like, it will try to cling on to you, like how this darkness is clinging on to him. You cannot get entangled and trapped and stuck in this web of temptations and attachments to things that are very toxic for you, because if you fall for these temptations, you will not be able to move forward. And so if you keep doing these things that you know are not healthy for you, then it's going to complicate your journey and moving forward and making positive, changes. So when you see these temptations come up, what they are, whether it's, like I said, substance abuse or just like, spending money in areas are not needed, just see it for what it is, and then just tell yourself, I'm not going to fall into this trap again. I'm going to see this for what it is, and I'm going to move past it because I'm going to be better this time about the decisions I'm making. So that's what I'm getting from this card. And then in September, we have positive movement forward. And the red is for the physical realm. So yeah, after you become aware of the areas that have not been so perfect in your life and realizing what needs work and healing, then you can take positive movement forward. I mean, you have bright horizons awaiting for you, Cancer. Like, once you make all these great positive changes for yourself, you're just gonna soar into wider, exciting horizons awaiting for you. And you're gonna set off in this journey of just discovering yourself and your life in ways that you never have before, but in ways that are going to help you and be in your vital health. And so, and it will also help you take off in a better area in your financial realm and in your career or in your home life. Things will turn out for the better. You just have to do some work to finally get to that point, okay? So, good things coming, Cancer. And then, let's see, in October, we have solitude. So the number 9 on this card in numerology is symbolism of completion. So after making all these changes, you're going to come to a completion, and then it's going to be time for you to take some solitude, some alone time, to reflect on all the lessons that you have learned and everything that you have went through in this past year, and to really dive deep into your soul and ask yourself the questions that are needed so you can start game planning for what you need to do next to create this future that you're envisioning for yourself. It also could be showing it's time to do some more learning and studying and really spark up your knowledge in areas that have been needed so you can be more knowledgeable about how you want to create this life that you have been dreaming to live and have, or this job or these finances that you want to manifest for yourself. Whatever it is, it's going to be very important for you to get that time to yourself, to invest in yourself in ways that are going to help you expand the opportunities for yourself that you're hoping to have in a more expansive and balanced life. So that's what I'm getting from this card. And then in November, we have firm foundation. And as you can see, this man is activated in his root chakra. And the root chakra ties into foundation, stability, survival, material, the material realm, like finances and work and career and home life. So I think after going through all these things, you're going to reach a point of just like aligning everything in your home life, in your work, in your finances. You're going to finally ground into yourself and really create this strength in yourself where you're going to have this solid foundation, and you're going to be you're going to be in your survival mode, but you're going to be very practical about how you're going to go about your life in this new way that you're living. And honestly, like, once you get to that point, you're standing on solid ground. Like, things don't have to feel shaky anymore. Like, you can know that you're safe and you're secure. And it's honestly, like, Cancer, that's really what's needed for you right now. Like, after everything, if you've been going through such a hard time in the financial realm, this is like reassuring news that you will reach a point of security, and you will be stable, and you will ground back into your body and know that you can be in your power in this way. And in other ways, if you want to learn about balancing your root chakra, because the root chakra, the keywords for it is I have, which means like you can have what you want. But the best way to balance that, especially in the root chakra, is to like Again, coming into practicing yoga, dancing, doing a lot of physical exercise to keep that energy flowing and moving so things can be harmonious in your body. And just honoring that if to take care of your body and yourself will then reflect back, and the energies will work outside and will also show when you do that for your body, other areas in your life will be taken care of as well. So it works both ways. And, you know, when you finally, you know, realize how to work with yourself in a balanced way where you don't have to deal with these issues of feeling like you have to struggle to survive, or, you know, struggle to be healthy in your body, or struggle to make enough money, or have sustenance or safety or shelter, you'll realize like it won't have to be a problem anymore, because now you're going to make better decisions for yourself that are not going to put you in those sticky situations where you feel that way, and where you're going to feel more safe and secure and abundant instead. So that's what I'm getting from that card. And then in December, to wrap up the year, we have victory and success. The purple is the spiritual realm. So yes, Cancer, after going through all this work, climbing that mountain, you're finally reaching the top, and you are coming out a victor, and you are being successful in your endovers, and the light is just shedding on you. You're coming out of the darkness into the light. So you have so much to look forward in for this new year, Cancer. I mean, honestly, like, I feel for you guys. It's been a rough time for you, but you know what? You're gonna come out stronger, and you're gonna be so successful in your endovers, and you're gonna be feeling so accomplished, because, you know, when you put in hard work to really having the life you ideal, it eventually pays off. So yes, that's definitely the best way, I would say, to end your year, and to just be confident in yourself, Cancer. You have potential. Don't forget that, okay? Because you guys are very caring souls, and you deserve to acknowledge that you guys do have that potential to go places. And then to wrap up the lesson of the year, we have a reversed Nine of Acorns, and in the tarot, this would be the Nine of Wands, and we have the Panther. And the key words on here were power and perseverance. This is the element of fire. And so I'm going to read this card to you. And also the acorns, the Nine of the Wands, ties in with growth and strength, unlimited potential, and motivation and inspiration. So yes, after starting this year not feeling motivated, you're going to end off feeling very motivated and ready and inspired. So all the negative feelings will transpire into positive feelings. So that's a reassurance. So let's read this card to you. Okay. Fueled by faith, Mysterious Panther is an empress of reclaiming her power. With heightened awareness, she is prepared for any opposition. Her resilient spirit shines when faced with the dark side of the moon. Panther will help guide you safely as you face your fears and defend your position. By taking the right steps, your hard work on a venture is coming to fruition. You have invested a great deal of time and energy, and you're on guard. Fear not, for your perseverance is about to pay off, and your efforts will prove to be victorious. Re-examine the situation. You may need to seek a different approach. Be specific in your goals and take on only as much as you can handle at this time. Keywords: defensiveness, obstacles, lack of trust, delays, spiritual exhaustion. Yeah, and so Cancer, like, in this whole lesson, as long as you take a different approach to your life and how you're going to treat yourself and how you're going to go about creating it, and, you know, you get out of this life that has been exhausting you, and you can trust that you can move past these obstacles, and you can be motivated, and you can find the inspiration to move forward and be in your power, then you will come out victorious in this process. So I'm seeing good changes coming for you. Just be patient in this process, okay? Alright, Cancer, well, honestly, I think this was a really good reading. I hope you guys enjoy this new year, and I'm happy that I could do this reading for you. I hope it was helpful. If you guys want to do a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to the link description box below and go to my Instagram, Mystic Yasmin, and you can send me a message on there. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and until next time.